way. Put the truck around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it, yeah. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Panthers of Toronto taking on the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line, and just shedding him off there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
I got you. Yeah, let's go. Easy.
Foles. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Great.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. You talk about this Titan defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
To about the 48-yard line. The Titans at 4-6 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
7 yards there at a first down. If you start assessing what last week, Charles, and their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A first down carry for Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
19. 18, 5 in.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
7 Pirates.
Third down, it's Willis.
And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll try to run for the first with Sermon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Foles.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Titan football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 light. 79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Berrios. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Again, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here we go.
3rd and 4. Willis looking to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this 1st half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here comes Berrios. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Running right, here's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
Hot 70. Ready.
They'll run it again with Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol, pushing through the contact. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Alert! Alert!
On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Henry up the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check that.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Willis rushing him to the line in a hurry here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly, they get to the line. On third down, it's Willis. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. The Folks kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, Warriors, 17.
Play action. Here's Willis. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Willis looks to pass it here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Shrugs him off. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the Titans' 45-yard line.
One.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10.
One.
Back to throw here. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, Johnson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it. but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They give to Sermon out of the gun.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
19 tight, 19 tight. $60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bison, 60
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down But a nice little gain.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
70 Timberwolves.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
70, Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Willis to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Cougar 19.
They run. It's Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
Let's go now.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Up the middle, Johnson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Henry out of the pistol. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Hold the ready.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Willis got to have this one.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Get up.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Mustang 19. Pioneer. Hurt. 7 Pirates. 7. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Willis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Young here to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Panther Street. Check it.
Here's Willis. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Willis to throw. Completes it to Trevon Wesco. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Foles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now Foles. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1-1.
Here's Foles. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever.
count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future, cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I seen my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best cursive. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to